I think the first thing to do is to, encourage healthcare workers in the front lines to accept, to process, most importantly, and uh, in their own way or with support, manage these emotions, because uh, this is the long haul. We are in it for the long haul, and it is going to, kind of worsen with climate change. So having building the resilience will mean that healthcare workers also appreciate and acknowledge their own well-being in this space, because the better they manage their own emotional well-being and mental well-being, the better they will be able to support communities in more increasingly more difficult situations. And I think that most community health workers or frontline health workers do often play the role of a virtuous soldier, right? Putting work, putting families kind of ahead of themselves. So I think that would be my first message. The second message would be, of course, to document to the best of their abilities the difficult situations in which they are operating, and then making this information available to the right ears of the decision makers in a format that resonates with them. And I think that platforms like Teach to Reach, similar others which are in the process of being established by the WHO, WMO, are offering opportunities for healthcare workers to bring forward these examples at scale. The second thing I would say is to also establish communities of practice where, and this has to happen obviously at the subnational, national, and the global levels. And Teach to Reach is a fantastic example of that. I can give you an example of what we are doing at Save the Children.